says it's live now. You were right. It wasn't on. All right, folks, if you're out there and you can see and hear me, send us a message. Cindy's watching. We're all watching our Facebooks out here. Yeah, it definitely says it's live right now. But there might be a delay for you guys to get it, so, it might be a 10 or 15 second delay. Yeah. Now, the only other thing I need to know, folks, if everybody says here they're getting the video, but I need to know about the audio as well. So let me know. Send us a message. Says the audio is a little rough. God damn it. No, sounds good now. Sounds good now. Okay. Keep sending the signals that sound good now. Give me the good vibes. All right, we had to restart. This stuff happens. This is live, so we keep that in mind. And as I mentioned just to these guys a few seconds ago, it's so much easier for me to do this when I just have 5 or 15 or 20 of my best friends here in the audience, and I'm not doing a show with the Lorelei, so the pressure's nowhere near as great. I can take my time, and you guys just have to be patient with me until I get it, troubleshoot it, and get it right. All right, so I have one. I'm going to do one more song because it's about that. Well, I guess I got a couple more songs here. I got a couple more. But I want to do this song. Want to make sure that I get it in because it's a song I wrote for my wife, Cindy. This Christmas Eve will be 45 years when we first met. Isn't that nuts? And I say 45 years since we first met because it was 9 years later before we finally got married, or we were engaged for 9 years. So this was my apology song to her. It's like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was thinking, why I waited so long. Musicians are wishy-washy. But anyways, this is called Christmas Eve. All the leaves have fallen. I hear December calling Christmas Eve. I can hear those church bells ringing. I hear those old songs singing on Christmas Eve. Something's messed up. Check. Check. Test. Take 2. I accidentally hit something. Test. All the leaves have fallen. I hear December calling Christmas Eve. Let's doing it again. Check. I hear the sleigh bells ringing. Those old songs will be. It's almost like a feedback loop. It's not doing it. Check. Check. 1, 2. I know. This is the recording. I'm playing the recording. Woo! Wow. Let's do it straight up. All the leaves have fallen. I hear December calling Christmas Eve. I hear those church bells ringing. Those old songs we'll be singing on Christmas Eve. The kids anticipating, patiently awaiting presents underneath the trees. And you and I together on Christmas Eve. I will always remember the day I met her, Christmas Eve. We cuddled up together, didn't care about the weather on Christmas Eve. It was at a Christmas party, she opened up a part of me that I have never known. It was in our destiny to meet on Christmas Eve. I can't wait until Christmas Eve. So many years ago, we stood below the mistletoe on Christmas Eve. She was so inviting, it was so exciting, Christmas Eve. With all the snowflakes flying and all the presents lying underneath our Christmas tree. It was in our destiny to meet on Christmas Eve. It's time to stoke the fire, whatever you desire, bundled in our Christmas tree. Just you and I together on Christmas Eve. I can't wait till it's Christmas Eve. Woo! How are we doing? What's everybody saying out there?
You sound great.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. I should have just lip synced it. Then it really would have sounded good. So it is working. Everybody says it's good. All right, fantastic. We've got time for one more song here, and then we'll bring Micah up. Appreciate y'all being here. I didn't really get a chance to do my spiel here, but I'll just wait until after this song, and I'll set it all up. Yeah, set it all up. Let's see here. I want to play this new song for Micah. I'm pretty sure you haven't heard this one yet. This is I was born in the 50s and raised in the 60s. This is a song about my generation. It's also a song about my daughter's generation. I had people grow up with, my heroes were John Lennon and Mahatma Gandhi and John Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy, Martin Luther King, all those guys. Amazing people, what things that they did for us. And then I think about my daughter's generation right now. I'm trying to think of where are all those people that we used to have. There's a few out there. There's a few, but few and far and in between. So I have a dream. I have a dream. Actually, that's the title of the song, Dream. And yeah, it's a song about hope. It really is. I hope that our kids will grow up and have heroes like I did when I grew up. All right, let's see here. Here we go. We were children of the 60s, flower power, cotton hippies. We really thought we could have a chance. The early days of rock and roll, when the thoughts of change was in our soul. The music made us all get up and dance. And life was so much more simple then. We had a dream that we could change the world. Or was it just a dream? Fighting for our civil rights, we watched it all in black and white as shots rang out from a Dallas, Memphis sky. Protest signs against the war, peace and love we're fighting for. You can't say that we didn't try, but all good things must come to an end. Dream. We had a dream that we could change the world. Or was it just a dream? Not saying it was all in vain. I've been praying for our children. They could have this dream, to have a dream could change the world. Or was it just an illusion? Dream, to have a dream, you could change the world. Or was it just a dream? All right, thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for participating here in our show tonight. I'm going to move my stuff aside. We're going to bring Micah's stuff here in the middle, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Stay with us. I'd play music in between, but Facebook would arrest me, so. Gee, I can't even play my own music. They shut me down playing my own.
They come after
my own recorded music.
Beautiful stuff. Nice. Dude, the Christmas song's killer.
Thanks.
Killer.
Oh, I loved it.
That's those fact checkers in action.
You can help me grasp this. Grab the stand. I got the rest.
Okay.
I got the rest. Just the stand. We're gonna go that way.
You're off good.
I'm always off the edge. Or on the edge.
All right. You want me to move over?
Right there in dead center, which is right here. Dead center.
Yeah, I've never had this board before. I'm super excited.
Oh, you just got it? Oh, I didn't
I don't
realize.
understand why I kept having to buy new pedal boards. Everything kept flooding all the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother, for being here. Channel 4, are you getting a sound there? Here, let me get that.
Got myself.
Yeah. Here. Check your vocals and stuff. Everything working good? I got this. Want that even, straightened out? I get that. Is that the way you like it?
Yeah. I just swing my guitar. I don't want to hit
All
your thing. Thank you. That's all.
Solid?
Yes, sir.
Like a rock. Good?
I think so.
All right, folks. Once again, welcome to Billy and Cindy's Garden Party Facebook live stream. This is December 3rd, 2021, and we do it from 5 to 7, but we have a 4:30 sound check. Boy, I'm glad we had one tonight. It's on every Monday or Tuesday. We have a different special guest. Cindy, can you remember? I can't remember who our next week's guest is. I'll figure that out and get back to you on that. And the format is to kick off the show for the first half hour. I struggle with all the equipment, making everything work. And then finally, when it's all working, I do 2 songs and then bring my special guest up. This is Micah. This is the Barstool Sailor right here. And Micah's an old dear friend of mine, unique singer, songwriter, composer, director. What else? You got a billion hats that you wear, and you wear them very well. So would you please welcome to our Facebook live stream, Micah Gardner,
Thank you, Billy.
Barstool Sailor.
Thank you, Billy. I met Billy and Cindy down in Lower Matacumbe. Long time ago. Back when things moved so slow that if you had an outdoor shower, you just took the towel and you flipped it over the fence and you forgot about it for 5 years and it kind of changed colors on you, it kind of faded. It was not the worst thing. And I used to love, and I still love, going to the Lorelei and catching Billy's show. But now the docks aren't as beat up as they used to be. Man, when they would look like 2 exhausted cobras in the sun. So, the song's called Tropical Hibernation. It's just kind of a nice little warm. It's my favorite song to sing when I'm hungover. You know, there's not a lot of notes I have to reach for. But and also, before I get started, as far as heroes go, you know, Billy, you're one of those people for all of us playing music in the keys. You know, like, you know, I watched your show so long that I finally created a character called Jimmy Line based on you. And, you know, just kind of, it's nice to come down here and let time go by slowly, but it feels kind of quick now. Yeah, you know the coconut you plant will turn to shade. Like a swaying hammock in all these sunny days. And while the bimini top gets kind of crusty and begins to fade, a wooden dock, how it splinters while we all get a little gray. Welcome to your tropical hibernation, living your life like a working man's vacation, all with no regrets, when you have no expectation, making no excuses, oh, not using your imagination. And if you take a red sunset with a blue-green sea, and all those purple islands to raise your own family, wade in shelly water down in lower Matacombe Bay, all drift right out of canal right through that wheel ditch in a 14-foot McKee. Welcome to your tropical hibernations. I hope you're living your life like a working man's vacation and have no regrets, oh, and no expectation. Make no excuses, we're all just living this life like one big celebration. And I heard that music is easier than it sounds, and I heard that music is harder than it might feel, but all of this music is a memory vibration that has been around since evolution. Oh, now it goes right back to creation. Welcome to your tropical hibernation. Oh, now live your life like it's a working man in a working woman's vacation, and have no regrets. Oh, have no regrets. You should have no regret if you're living a life like one big celebration. The coconut you plant will turn to shade. All the coconuts that you plant will turn to shade. And if you take a red sunset with this blue-green sea, all them islands to raise your own family. Yes, all these islands to raise your own family, and all the coconuts that you plant or they will turn to shade. All right. Yeah, it feels great. You always have the best sound in town, man. Like that's, you show up. Back in the day, it was just always go to the Lorelei for the best music, and Billy would be up there jamming out. Back when we both had long hair. Yow.
Should be a touch louder.
All righty. Check. Ooh-wee. Thank you, everybody in the hood, for letting us get together and play some songs. And for, one of the beautiful things I was looking forward to is a lifetime of hanging out with my friends and playing music, and it's kind of nice if you can keep it going. So here's a song from Bud and Mary's. There was a guy that was so kind to let us go back there, and Richard Stanzik and all those guys. I was looking for a place where I could practice and work at my craft without bothering the neighbors, and the marina there was super kind. And there was a guy in the back there that lived on a houseboat. His name was Sparrow. He was named after the Mighty Sparrow, an old calypso band. And there was a bunch of guys back there called the Barn Dogs. And it's about 2003. Sparrow and all of his buddies put together a little venue back there, which was all out of driftwood, and the marina was really kind to let me go back there. I want to say thanks to Bud and Mary's for that. But in the process, I got a chance to listen to all of these very colorful individuals tell crazy stories about their life, and some had been in the military, and some had been around the world, and all I could think was, when these guys aren't here, it's going to be pretty boring to listen to the stories of the people who just came down from, doing something of nothing, because, these guys they were salty. They were critters. So I figured during the daytime, it's beautiful. You look around anywhere down here, but at night, it's really the people that kind of give you the sense of, this is why I came down here, or maybe why I want to go to bed early now. But, there's always that chance when you look at the end of the bar at 3 a.m, you're like, that looks like an interesting conversation. Maybe bad, but so. And I want to give Tidal Wave Dave props for telling me to write this song. It's called the Ballad of Lemmy Fishmore, the Last Keys Critter. He's got a Hemingway beard and a sunburned brain. He got a coconut, a helmet, and a bamboo cane. And he's got all those papers to prove he's positively insane. But he's the last keys critter who's leaving on the conch train. Got the pineapple hands, the flip-flop feet. Oh, your raccoon eyes and barracuda teeth. Living his life at 6 knots, roaming the sea, born a little shaggy and stained. Ah, there goes the last keys critter. Ah, there goes the last keys critter. Yes, there goes the last keys critter who's leaving on the conch train. Well, he might be out back pulling traps, leaning over the rail, dressed up in his weathered suit that he bought from a man named Mr. Fred Neal. Everybody keeps on talking about old Fred, but the last keys critter leaving. He's got Vietnam tattoos and the Papa Joe clothes and blues. Oh, he is a real McCoy caught between a catch-22. He's got all them papers to prove Oh, Henry, every day, let me fish, Ma, he says. Oh, but a Hemingway beard, sunburned brain, coconut helmet, bamboo cane, pineapple hands, flip-flop feet, raccoon eyes, and the barracuda teeth, the last keys critters. Oh, there goes the last keys critter, but the last keys critter is a-leaving. He's leaving on the conch train. The Hemingway beard, the sunburned brain, the coconut helmet, the bamboo cane, pineapple hands and flip-flop feet, raccoon eyes and barracuda teeth. Oh, man. Cheers to the critters. How y'all doing out there? Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, man. Thank you, Billy. Thanks for the invite. You know, Steve Vanini last week, that guy's just amazing. There's some beautiful songwriting going on in the keys right now. Can I say one thing here? Sure, sure.
I just want to mention to all the people on Facebook that are watching the show that he's not getting paid tonight. He's doing this totally on his own for free. Well, I got him a 6-pack of beer. So I posted his website. What is your website?
Barstoolsailor.com.
Okay, so barstoolsailor.com, and you can see the how to spell it right there.
Yep.
Donate profusely.
Man, thank you.
Send money. All right, just wanted to say that.
Man, oh man. Thanks, Billy. So Cindy and Billy have been married now for 41 years. And is that what it is? 41?
35 married, 9 engaged.
I'm celebrating my 5-month anniversary tonight. I've been married for 5 months, you know.
I was there.
Yeah, man. That was a beautiful time.
Still hungover.
Oh, dude. You know, some of those moments are fantastic, and they just stick with you forever. I'm going to pick it up just a tad, and then I'll go back down a little bit because there's more of like a daytime sort of song. But at the Papa Joe's, I was hanging out with Tidal Wave Dave and saw a boat go by, Lignum Vitae, and it just was a slip. Instead of saying we've been bar hopping, I said we've been barstool sailing. And so we became the Barstool Sailors that day on the way home. And there's a little song I hope you guys like, a little bit of island bluegrass. It's, you know, it's Asheville kind of thing, but not quite. Dog musicians singing by the ocean, cast them souls in the outgone tide. When your barstool sailing, we're all just fishermen who drink and navigate this island life. So where are you and Andrew, that hurricane of 92? I got Ghost in my mangroves, 1935. Conch shell, conch home, and Henry Flagley's railroad. He crawled across Snake Creek Bridge, lay down on its side. Well, that pepper dog musician was singing about the ocean, cast them souls in the outgone tide. When your barstool sailing, Scoble is a fisherman. He drank and navigated that island life. Oh, well, Charlie Scoble, that is. Goes. Where were you and Andrew that hurricane in 92? Got ghosts in these mangroves since 1935. We got conch shell, we got conch home, we got Henry Flagless Railroad. Well, it crawled across that Snake Creek Bridge, it laid down on its side. Yes, it laid down on its side. Oh, it laid down on its side, laid down on its side. Yeah, let's drink and navigate some of this island life. Let's all drink and navigate some of this island life. Oh, we drink and navigate island life. Let's all drink and navigate some of this island life. Oh man, I went with the remix at the end there. My record was scratching. Sorry about the expressful velocity impact. It was fun though. I'm beginning to look at my set list and thinking maybe we should go back to some more of the mellow stuff. Are you sure? We can do it. We can get mellow. Not that mellow. How about a song to celebrate the end of hurricane season? I don't have one, but if I no, actually, we should play that one later. That would be way more fun. All right. How about a song about Robbie's Marina? There you go. Have you guys ever gone down there to feed the fish? How long is it? When's the last time you did it? It was a year ago. Oh, right on, man. I went down and had breakfast the other day. I was quite impressed. It was fantastic. The vibe was cool. I even found a parking spot right away. I stay away from the Bloody Marys because I had to be somewhere that day. Yeah, they're monstrous. It was just so nice to see all the families out there. One of my favorite parts about watching people feed the tarpon, though, is the birds. You know, they're on it, and so you're getting twofold. You could feed the birds and the fish. And back in the late '90s to 2000s, my buddy TJ started a sign company. And I was working at Robbie's doing kayak tours to everybody for a couple years out to Lignum Vitae and Indian Key. And Pepper Dog and I would go and do the back tour. And then certain days I was stuck there for hours. And so I would look out at the end of the dock. And this is, 2001, 2002. That people would walk out there. It was pretty safe. The birds weren't super hip to it. But at the end of the dock was this sign that said, "Feed the tarpon at your own risk." And all I could think was like, who wrote that? And what was it all about? And then I walked out there and I found this little tiny sticker that said, "I catch your signs." And so if anybody knows TJ, he did a ton to kind of like, create a lot of the landscape visually for us and these signs and buildings around here. And now he wraps boats and stuff. But the part of it was kind of crazy is when nobody was going to rent a kayak, you kind of got stuck there at the, with really drunk people because you had to answer the phone. You couldn't leave. And so this is where this one comes. This is also kind of bluegrassy. I hope it's all right. These are just some weird conversations we had at the kayak shack. Feed all the tarpon at your own risk. Them pelicans and herons and the egrets will steal your fish. Feed all the tarpon at your own risk. Them pelicans and herons and the egrets steal your fish. That's a rusted nail and a faded sign of the time, alright, catch your signs. But he said that whistle won't blow if a wheel don't spin. Work never gets finished if it never begins. I'm talking about as loud as a man with no lips, eating a bag of potato chips. And the ashes of a friend burn hotter than a fire. Humor is the smartest thing in the world. Maybe I'm just kidding. That's a rusted nail and a faded sign of a time, all those eye-catcher signs. Oh, but the Tin Man in the forest, he had some time to think, whispering to a tree, rusty apologies, the last match in the box is still worth lighting. Get a rip in your cape, you're still flying, and the ashes of an enemy burn harder than a fire. So humor's still the smartest thing in the world, maybe. Oh, but I'm just kidding. But it's the hell that you cause making up for the hell you see. The hell you cause is making up for the hell you see. Well, I am no angel, but I'm not your enemy. And I'm listening to Joey Naples on Sun 103. Oh, now we got some 4 o'clock dinosaurs, 2 martini lunch, a laughing suit on a barefoot walk. He said she was a keeper, but he kept her too long. Besides, there's a B-side to every love song. Ashes of a lover burn harder than a fire. Love is the greatest thing in this world, maybe. Maybe. Just them rusted nails and some faded signs. Sign of our time, all those eye-catcher signs. Some rusted nails, some faded signs are a sign of our time. All those eye-catcher signs. Oh, now maybe, oh, maybe I'm just kidding. Cheers to TJ and all those guys out there. Creighton. Yeah, he's fun. So one of the cool things about Desiree and I, we've known each other for a very long time, and we were both musicians when we met. And then she struck such a chord. I just wanted to be friends forever, you know. And if one day I got a chance to hang out and we could make something work, I was really excited about it. And it just so happened that, you know, she could have taken a left instead of taking a right, but she took a right and she came into where I was working one night and we all just talked and I asked her out for a date. And then I realized that this is one of those moments you don't screw it up, you know, like this is but the best part was we had been friends for so long. I was like, you know, we could actually joke about anything and laugh. So we went and saw this movie about the Beatles called Yesterday. And, you know, anyhow. Well, that's what it turns out. I mean, you know, that's true. I never really, had a chance to live with somebody as a friend for that long where we both know everything about each other, and it's good. This song is Don't Blink. It's about, and, yeah. Yes. She came in and out of my life like a ghost in the night. Said if I'm someone that you really love, oh, put up a fight. While these arms are made to hold you from now till the morning light. So don't you blink when love, it looks you in the eye. Every rainbow put that color away at the end of today. Now don't you know that true love is true love growing into old and gray. But while that ocean and the sky, they're so blue, when we all fade away. And don't you blink when love, it comes around your way, oh, your way. And don't you blink when love looks you in the eye. 'Cause if you blink too many times, your true love will walk on by. You know, life might be drifting, these sands are shifting inside of our island home. But a storm it might be blowing, oh, but the prophets all sail off alone. So don't you blink when love, it looks you in the eye. If you blink too many times, oh, if you blink too many times, your true love could walk on by. You never let love walk on. Oh, no, don't you blink.
Chord changes. Wow, that's beautiful. Very nice.
Can you tell my guitar teacher's Dave Fader? I've been working on that finger stuff for a while now.
You're getting sophisticated.
We're getting there. We got this crazy stuff going, man. So I'm hoping my father out in California is watching right now. I don't know if Marty's there, but I grew up in Southern California as a kid. I had a wonderful upbringing, going out to the desert, riding motorcycles, going to Huntington Beach, and, you know, dropping all over the place. It was very nice. You know, it was one of those things where I can look at great grandparents, really nice people in my life. And so this song, my grandfather his name was Leonard. He was getting up there, and throughout my time, I never really thought about playing music until my 30s. And so when I finally got around to tell him, he was a little bit older, and he looked at me and he said, do you know how to play Home on the Range? And I said, no, sir, not yet. And he goes, well, you don't know shit about music. So now that he's not with us anymore, I would like to play this song for the Hackberry family, my Marty and everybody out there. They're really sweet and good people, and Leonard and all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do my best to Home on the Range vibe. You know, got the wrong hat for it, but you know. Well, Leonard was a cowboy, and he was built to go. Now he was like Gene Autry, yeah, where all them buffalo roam. Oh, a tin can sailor, he fought in that Second World War. 62, he moved the family down to L.A. from Boise, Idaho. And he said, a man is a man who feeds his family. It don't mean I'm leaving the rodeo. Well, Jenny had red hair. She loved to stay at home, waiting on a storm we all knew would never come. The lunchboxes and soap operas, hanging her kids' pictures on the wall. And Leonard at the screen door with the work boots in the hall. Oh, a man is a man who feeds his family, and it don't mean I'm leaving the rodeo. Oh, a man is a man who feeds his family, and it don't mean you're leaving the rodeo. Well, Glenn's out in Colorado, and Brad moved down to Mexico. Marty's out fishing when he's not panning for gold. Susie's a cutie just like her mother, but Chrissy, she never gets old. Or the laugh never, ever, oh, ever gets old. And Leonard was a cowboy, he could shoot a stone right out of the sky. Laid awake, dreaming about the El Mirage copper mines. Now there were motorcycles and campfires, the Mojave Desert, petrified time. And on a weekday he's on his hands and knees kicking carpet, union dollars and dimes. On a weekday he's on his hands and knees kicking carpet, union dollars and dimes. Said a man is a man who feeds his family, oh, it don't mean you're leaving the rodeo. A man is a man who feeds his family, oh, it don't mean that you're leaving the rodeo. Now Leonard was a cowboy. Cheers to growing up with good people. Yeah, man. Here's your growing up with bad people, too. I mean, you gotta have a couple of those. Ah, she's a tan girl in a white t-shirt, staring at her own reflection. Look in those eyes, saying everything, moving in their own direction. On at that bus stop, where all them men stop, they know she is traveling alone. She don't speak, but it's not that she's weak. She's a little too far from home. Oh, here they go. From a small town where trees blow down, nature had taken its course. Businessmen and small farmhand moved through her revolving doors. Then on this bus ride, she hears a voice inside. She hears her mother's advice. She said, you better grab your bags and you don't look back. Go on out and live your own life. Yeah. tan woman in a white t-shirt, staring at her own reflection. In her daughter's eyes, she sees everything moving in their own direction. So at a bus stop, no, they just watch a clock. They're waiting for the time she'll go grab those bags. She won't look back, she'll leave us all behind. Felt like the right place doing that one. Do you guys remember George and Irene? Was it across the street from Lorelei? What's the name of that place?
Well, it was George and whoever the name was a million years ago.
One of my first bartending jobs was at a place called Volcanoes. And, possibly. It went from there to being Volcanoes, the Rock, and the Wave. It was kind of kept changing names. And then it finally was Slimey's at some point. And by that point, I wasn't bartending there anymore. You know, when you got to be at work at 10 o'clock at night, there's sometimes you just, you really got to set the alarm. But the funny part about it was I think about all these places that keep changing names over the years. And so this one's called Decades. And one of my best friends, Gary Bynum, his grandfather dug all the canals down in Lower Mat and Venetian Shores and stuff. And he had all these wonderful pictures and great stories about how the Upper Keys had kind of developed. And long short of it, so I decided it would be kind of a good idea to write this song. And when I'm a tourist and I'm traveling through a new place, I always kind of like wonder, what was this before I got here? Because I don't know if I'm ever going to come through here again. This is the one time I'm coming here, and I'm always curious, So I figure people coming down to the Keys from somewhere, they always have like this image in their mind of what this place must have been like before they got here and what it's going to be like now they're here and in the future. But we've all been here long enough to see at least 30 years of it or 40 years of it as adults and stuff to kind of go, all right, this used, and when you're driving down the street, you're like, man, that was the best restaurant. What the hell did they put in there? That happens. And then other times you're like, I'm glad that place isn't there anymore. Give me food poisoning. I don't think it's a good place there, So, all right, Decades. A decade will cascade while volcanoes rock and wave. Volcanoes rock and wave. But it's the lure of our sea level living. It's this life when we're wrapped around a piling. Your life can get wrapped around a piling. Well, your life can get wrapped around a piling, 'cause time goes right under the surface, and all the tourists imagine a local image of decades. A decade will cascade. All volcanoes rock and wave. Volcanoes rock and wave. Oh, now it's the fireworks on a full moon. We were anchored up outside a lagoon saloon. They put a Dollar Tree where we used to have our town site. We were trapped at Rum Runners every Thursday night. On the lure of our sea level living. All this life wrapped around a piling. Yes, and your life can get wrapped around a piling. You know your life can get wrapped around your piling. While time flew right up to the surface, and all the tourists imagine local image. All the tourists imagine local image of decades. Oh, and the shakes and the burgers and Mr. Pete's. We're all dancing on top of pineapples with bare feet. Sunday barbecue at Mrs. Max. Oh, your birthday gift from Irene and George. Oh, but the lure of our sea level living. All this life when we're wrapped around a piling. You know your life can get wrapped around a piling. Oh, now life can get wrapped around your piling. All your life can get wrapped around your piling. All your life can get wrapped around your piling. Yes, and life can get wrapped around a piling. All 'cause time flew right over the surface. All the tourists imagine local image. Tourists imagine local image. All the strangers imagine local image of decades. Yowza. That's a lot of time passed in a couple songs.
That was like a journey song. You took me on a little journey there.
Man, I've always been a big fan of the Dead. And they got all this stuff where they do like so many good like 3 parts. Everything in threes, like Terrapin, you know, boop, 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 and they bring in on that bell curve.
Yep.
So, I don't have a lot of political songs, but I was asked once to do a show for a peace demonstration, and I was like, I kind of said no at first because I was like, we live in such a peaceful place, so I figured, but there was a need for it, and the guy was he was adamant, and he came out, he asked me to write a couple original songs, and finally, I said, when is this going to be? He said, it's going to be over spring break. I said, okay, where's it going to be? He goes, it's going to be at the Elks Club. I said, okay, cool. What day? He goes, on a Sunday. I said, okay. What time? He said, 2 in the afternoon. I said, dude, everyone's going to be at the sandbar, man. Like, nobody's going to be there. Sure as shit. I wrote the song, showed up. And as I get ready to perform the song, this guy goes, "Hey, my buddy would like to play flute." I said, "Hey, I've never met your friend." He goes, "No, he's a great flautist." And I look over, and it's like a pinto. And a dude looks like Gandalf gets out. And he's got a bag of homemade flutes. And it was just like, like he was pretty funny, too. And he was also, I'm 5'5", so this guy was probably easy 7'2". And he gets out, and he's got this big bag of flutes, and he comes on and he goes, "What song are we doing, and what's the key?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm stuck with this guy." And then we get inside to do the thing, and there's like 4 people, with signs, like everybody's out the sandbar. And I said, "Dude, do you have another microphone for this guy to play the flute?" And he goes, "No, you're going to have to share one." So the whole time I'm playing the song, and he was such a nice person, he was genuinely kind, and but his idea of playing was to just solo from the beginning of the song, and he's leaning over me, and I'm trying to sing, and he's just blowing the flute right here, and it was just like, man, I never felt like a hobbit before, but this is about as close as it's gonna get, So.
Micah, what's worse than a flute player?
I don't know.
2 flute players.
2 flute players. I've heard some good flute in my life, but this guy it was like a flute hadn't been carved yet. It was just a stick, and he just put it to his lips. But yeah. Me, I got Middle Earth feet, Used to be a runner at one time. They came in handy, But anyhow, so this is the song we did. It was the inspiration for this is terrible, but I hope we all can get a laugh at this at the end. This song is called "The One." I'm not the one, I got my mind made up, making up your mind. But I'm not the one, that till you go drink from the cup, you can drink just what you want. And I'm not the one, no, I'm not the one, blowing this whole world up. Oh, but I can't try as I might, 'cause I'm not alone. No, I'm another one of a billion people served. Oh, I try as I might, 'cause I'm not alone. I'm another one of a billion people served. It's a fact that we're not alone here. It's a fact that we're not alone. Yes, it's a fact that we're not alone here. Oh, it's just a fact that we're not alone. No, we're not alone. No, we're not alone. Countrymen, well, they all just got up and they left. Yes, all them countrymen, well, they all just got up and they left. Oh, so we're right. Oh, we're all right where we've always been. We're all right. Yes, we're all right where we've always been. And you're not the one, the one, the one, the one with your mind made up. Make up your own mind. And you're not the one, the one, the one to tell me go drink from the cup. I'll drink just what I want. Oh no, not the one. But it's a fact that you're not alone here. So it's a fact that we're not alone. Yes, it's a fact that we're not alone here. Oh, and it's just a fact that we're not alone. No, we're not alone. No, we're not alone. So you can try as you might, but you're not alone. No, we're all one of a billion people served. Oh, try as you might, but you're not alone. We're all one of a billion and a billion and a billion and a billion and a billion of people served a happy meal. And you deserve a break. We're all connected by that French fry, aren't we? I always thought it would be wonderful if everybody who had a gun put it down for 20 minutes at the same time on the whole planet and had their favorite childhood meal just to take them back to that moment, you know. You can have world peace, but not always, you know. Billy, how are we doing on time?
I haven't the slightest thing.
Okay, I don't want to...
Let me go see. 6:27. Yeah, so do one more. And then
One more?
Do our couple things together there. I got to run in and find out who our next guest is for next week.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'll be back.
Man, well, thank you guys for letting me play some original songs for you. Thank you guys for hanging out. And Cindy, you are the nicest person ever. You and Billy are so fantastic and such a great thing to shoot for. When you live on an island, there are certain people that you look up to, and you just want to climb that palm tree so you can hang out with them with all the nuts. And I love you guys and your whole family. The music you guys have produced over the years, fantastic. I'm going to do a song called Low in Money But High in Life. My philosophy has always been that if you, when you get close to the end and you look back and, money doesn't matter a whole lot when you're running out of time. And so if you can fill up the time we have with beautiful moments and friendships and I feel very fortunate and grateful for everything. And being out here in the Keys is one of those places that I just dreamt about being for. And now we're here and here we go. But it also comes in the shape of a cool dog, my dog Pepper, a friend to kind of play music with, or just somebody that you fall in love with and live your life with. So it's all good. Everybody's dreaming about where they come from. Some are 90 miles south down in the Caribbean. One plays the congas while the other one's singing songs. And life's so good, yeah, when you got someone. Here we go. Dominic and Marcello dream about Costa Rican sand. All but one too many years, now they're working for the man. One is speaking Spanish, while the other one still pretends. But life's so good, oh, now you travel with your friends. And here we go, painting days as we like, creating our own paradise, smuggling out our troubles and whiting out all that strife. We get a little low on money, but we're getting by, 'cause we're getting high on our life. Oh, here we go. shepherd dog and I gonna grow old. Oh, I snore kinda loud, my dog knows. Well, it's kinda cold, but he could dig me out every time I fell into a hole. Yeah, my best friend, that dog, had got a really good soul. Here I go, just painting days as I like, creating my own paradise. I smuggled out all my troubles, whited out all my strife. I get a little low on money, that's alright. Well, I'm getting by 'cause I'm getting high on my life. And it's just life. I might as well paint these days as I like. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So if you wanna smuggle out your trouble, white out all your strife, get a little low on money, that's alright, you're still getting by. Oh, you're getting high on your life. I'm still dreaming about them Costa Rican sands. I want to shout out to Buddy Hammond for helping me write that one. I remember Buddy? What a nice dude.
Yes, sir. And his brother Wayne was pretty nice guy, too. Did you ever meet Wayne?
I did not.
Wayne was a Key West fantastic bass player,
Oh, yeah?
comedian.
What do you have next week?
I have Adrian.
Oh, come on, man. That's fantastic.
Yeah, pretty good list right there.
Yes, yes. Oh, wow, man. Ha! That's awesome.
Hey,
You want to slide this over a little bit?
So, folks, once again, Micah is here completely for free. We're not paying him. So, if you want to go to barstoolsailor.com and donate, please do. Really appreciate that.
I'm raffling off my shorts after tonight. Or it's going to be, you know. Oh, the lady in the back, $50. Yes. Hope you guys like size 28s.
Whatever you like. You just give me a key and off we go.
All right.
Oh, you're fine. No, don't move it, really. Seriously. Don't mess up my set. You are the guest artist. You get the center stage.
Tell you what. So when I was a younger man, no, I would go to the Lorelei when I was 21, 22 years old, and I was just out of college at University of Miami, and I would go listen to Paul Case and Billy play, and I was studying history and writing at the time. And so I wrote, at the time, a little character on Jimmy Lime and Knuckles Duffels based on the two of them. And it came in handy years later. I had a nice band in Lauderdale, and one day we needed a fun song. And my buddy Andy Patterson and we sat down and we created this character called Jimmy Lime. And it was based on Billy and Paul. So it was supposed to be Billy Lime, but it was real hard to say your name like that. There's a Billy, you know. But a kid I grew up with named Bill French was just an awesome kid. Became a SEAL I knew and grew up with, and I also think about that guy when I do this one. So it's a nice little run of stuff.
Where are the key on?
Key of A. There's a D and an E. There'll be a. That's it, man. The home pretty much in the key A.
I'm pretty much like Jess. Just tell me the key. Don't tell me.
Right on, man.
I'll find you.
Everyone's got a colored Sophia.
I listened to them all.
You did really? Oh man, thank you. everybody down to the Keys and everything is alright. Oh, down south to meet a friend of mine, you jump and you dance the rhythm of Jimmy line. So everybody down to the sea, yes, everything is alright. As a warm breeze blowing the moonshine, while the rhythm and the sound of Jimmy line. Everything is alright. But you found yourself in the Keys one night, and I'm a rider making everything just fine on a bar called the Lorelei. Oh, now out your Jimmy line, at the stage you looked in those eyes. That girl, what a surprise! Better kiss her lips and you hold her tight. Well, oh, you might be dancing tonight. Oh, out your Jimmy line. Down in the Keys, everything is alright. Yeah, down south to meet a friend of mine, jumping us to the rhythm of Billy line. Yeah. Everything is alright. On the Keys on one night, now while I'm around, everything just fine. A bar that you know you might like. Oh, the Lorelei, this stage you looked in them eyes. That girl, what a surprise. Kiss your lips and hold her tight. Oh, now you might get lucky tonight. Out your Jimmy line. When you think about this island, oh, about them Caribbean sunshine, oh, the younger days were so bad, laughing about all the fun. Oh, we had a note to make the world spin, river flow to the ocean. Yes, but the music and the night sound, oh, I'm particular hard at making my world. Got them girls from the east, oh, not from the west, and some in my pants and some in a dress, but white a Billy Lamb because you're much of the country. White Billy Lamb and they don't. Yes, now Mr. Mention, oh, I'm on a stand. When him take the stage, man, him don't give no down. Whoa, Mr. Mention, yes, I'm on a stand. When Knuckle Double come around, whoa, and give it down, but Billy Lamb, no, a Billy Lamb, and I really won't scare. Why no Billy Lamb, because he'll come again now. Billy Lamb, and I Billy Lamb skin. I know the everything is alright. Down south you meet a friend of mine. We jump and we dance when the rhythm is Billy Line. Oh, Cindy's in there too, I'm sure. So you find yourself in the Keys one night, oh, up in Billy and Cindy's garden party, making all right, man. A place I knew we would like, and guitar playing. Out jumped Billy Line, he said, I'll take the stage. Look in them eyes, oh, now, what a surprise. Kiss her lips and hold her tight, and oh, you might get lucky tonight. And out jumped your Billy Line. That was fun.
Thank you for writing that song and keep it with me in mind. I don't think anyone's ever done that, so that's pretty, means a lot there, brother.
It was so much fun to come see you guys. It still is so much fun. But it was just like that those early moments when you first walk into a place, you're like, oh my God, the energy here is fantastic. You know? Well, thank you for doing what you do, Billy, man. It's just been, and putting out wonderful albums. When I'm on the road, you know, Tropically Impaired, No Place Like Home, those things are on my CD rotation. You know, those are good songs.
Thank you, brother.
You and Steve Webb done some nice work. Want to do a little Sunshine Billionaire?
Sure.
I'm in the key of B.
Oh, I don't do B.
I'm only doing B because it's a, you
Mark
know.
Macri. Mark, I hope you're watching right now. I really do, man. Great story. We're doing a gig. I think it was Case and Davidson, and Mark was sitting in with us. And Mark wanted to do for some reason he had a guitar in his playing the guitar, and we said, well, it's really easy. It's a 1-4-5 blues, you know, A, B, and C. And he goes, oh, I don't do B. We fell on the floor laughing so hard. Oh, I don't do B. This is a B, by the way. It is pretty hard. You gotta bar. So it's a hard one when you're, you know, learning how to play guitar. But Mark's been playing for 10 years. Sorry, Mark.
On the fourth, do you want to throw a keep one?
I got a
You
B
just go with
here.
it?
I'm gonna.
Okay, because I know B is somewhere in the song. I'm just guessing.
I'll find it.
Okay.
I'll find you.
I'm sure Billy can relate to this. When you're away from the keys for a while, and it's like the funness of wears off, and you're like, man, I want to go back and smell the ocean and hang out. And I just so happened to be on the way home from a trip. I did a little tour, and it didn't go so great. And I got to Valdosta, Georgia. And I was running low on funds, and I pulled into an Applebee's, and I asked him if I could busk out in front of the Applebee's. And I wanted to open up my tip jar and just sit there and play, and hopefully I could get enough gas money to get home. So I ended up calling my buddy Tom Smith, who at the time had a restaurant called Tasters. Remember Tasters?
Yeah.
I said, hey, Tom, you know, I know I'm going to be home soon, and I would love a gig if you can help me out here. So he did. He sent some money up. I got some gas money, and he goes, look, the only thing is when you get here, by the time you get here, I hope you have something new for us to listen to. And so I wrote this song called The Sunshine Billionaire. And it was, I got there, and me and Rick West were hanging out, and I jumped up and did the song for him just to kind of make good on my promise. And Pepper Dog and I went home and unpacked. And it was one of those things where I was like, thank you so much, friends. You know?
Tom's a great guy, and he got me the gig at 88.
He's a good dude.
He got me the gig at 88 15 years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah. And he's an incredibly good wine guy.
Yes, he is a sommelier through and through.
He owns Meat now. Oh, that's right. Same guy. Him and George.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because, you know, he's been running restaurants around here for a while. He's got a great sensibility of music, too. He loves music. And beer and wine. All right, here we go. Oh, dancing in some tall grass. What a grateful old hippie. Waiting on another show. Well, it's good to be back home. You know a man come up, isn't it a pity? I can't find a job. I need a new place to go. And so I said, let's go where everything is warmer, always warmer. Yes, every day of the year, every day of the year. Good times all right around every corner. When you're a sunshine billionaire. Yeah, it's good to be back home. Singing, sun loving hippie, waiting on another show. It's good to be back, Lord, it's good to be back. Oh, so good to be back home. Oh, we're all back. Oh, the sun is always shining, always shining. Every day of the year, every day of the year. Good times all right around every corner. Oh, Billy is a sunshine billionaire. Oh, now that sunshine billionaire. Oh, it is so good to be back. Oh, Lord, it's good to be back. It's so good to be back home. Corner. You know good times are right around every corner. Oh, now you know a good time is right around every corner. When you're a sunshine billionaire. A sunshine billionaire. Oh, and it is so good to be back. Lord, it's good to be back. Oh, you know it's so good when you get off that Card Sound Road, that 18-mile stretch, to be back home. Fun, 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 fun.
Till Daddy took the T-bird away.
Oh, man. That's why I got a minivan.
You made a mention a couple songs back about Home on the Range. I thought you were going to do Home on the Range. And you know what? I think I might go back and revisit that song.
Yeah, man.
I love that song. My parents used to sing that a long time ago. Wow, I should bring that one back for sure. Thanks for letting me steal your idea.
Oh, dude. God damn it.
Yeah.
Just when you think you got it figured out.
The best compliment you can make is stealing someone's idea and making it your own.
Can I steal one of Dana's songs?
Yes. We talking about Dana Belzer?
Yes.
Dana Collins?
Yes.
Daner?
I love Dana.
We all love Dana.
That guy bought me a metronome. We went. I said, Dana, can I hire you? I need a guy to play a show, and he showed up. We played together, and at the end of the night, he looked at me and goes, "I got something for you." So, you know.
For people that don't know what a metronome is, it's a thing that goes, and it teaches you tempo and meter, because he was oh my God,
Yeah, man, I
You
still
have
notorious for being bad timing.
No, you have improved 1,000%, and you must have actually used it. A lot of people don't. They go, "Oh, I'm fine."
I once locked myself in the bathroom for 3 days with that thing. I just sat there and listened to it. Slept on the floor with the metronome next to my head. You know,
It works.
it did. It sunk in. You know, watching the X-Files.
Love that show.
It was good. Well,
So what key are we in this one?
we're gonna do a little. It's like a. What? You want something in E? Oh. Oh, man.
We don't do B.
Oh, dude.
I used to play it, so I got it.
You did? Okay, yeah,
Play with
man.
Dana, yep.
Yeah, man.
Anytime you're ready.
Got no fortune, got no fame, no villa in the south of Spain. Now I take cellular phone, I got no TV in my home, no plans to get away, got no place to be. I got no one to answer to, I got no one to answer to me. I got them clear blue skies down by the sea. Swaying palm, but a tropical breeze. Does life make you laugh? I like it like that. I don't take taxis or drive a car. No need no money at my tiki bar. But I spent my retirement fund went so fast. Oh, it sure was fun. I think I might boat about, or maybe take a swim. We could lie here out in the shade. It depends on the mood we're in. With them clear blue skies down by the sea. Swaying palm, but a tropical breeze. I think I'll fish before my nap. I like it like that. Like that. Like it like that. Like it like that. Every morning when you watch that sun rise up from the sea, oh well, a new day it drifts slowly by, while the fish are jumping, all the three little birds sing a melody to me. Oh, everything's gonna be alright.
Gonna be alright.
I have no secret to conceal. I got no promise to keep. Got no problem with the way that I feel. The sand underneath my feet. We've got nothing but some time on my hands. Never late if you got no plans. So take it all one day at a time with the rhythm of your life and these clear blue skies down by the sea. Swaying palm but a tropical breeze. Does life make you laugh? I like it like that. I like it like that. I like it like that. Kinda like it, like it like that. Kinda like it, like it like that.
Dana Collins song.
Thank you, Dana.
So one more song.
One more tune?
Yep, I almost called you Dana. One more song, Dana. You do it so well. I just,
Man. So when I was started music, I was living down the street from Cindy and Billy on El Capitan Drive, and they had a wonderful Winnebago that I recorded a couple songs, and Billy was super kind and gave me really good advice, and I was probably, capable of riding a bicycle at those moments, and I have to say that I'll just thank you, man. Thanks for getting us out here. Cheers. I'm gonna finish with a song called Castle. It's in
Before you do that, can
Yeah.
I just want to do
Yes.
this little plug here. So once again, everybody, thanks for being here for the garden party. Next week is on the 21st. I should have looked to see what. Someone tell me what the 21st is, at Monday or Tuesday. We have Adrian Z. Adrian, one of my old dear friends, fantastic songwriter. Once again, we have all these people are going to be our great songwriters. I've got a list all the way
Dude,
to
that thing is
April
awesome.
now. I got a list. Tuesday. So next Tuesday, the 21st, Adrian Z will be here. And then after that, my sister Mary Lou on the 28th. Alice Caldwell, Scott Youngberg, Nick Kimball and Chris Basin, Dave Fader, Kevin Hurley, Vic Kingsley, Steve Webb, Chris Bellamy, Dennis Holmes, Luke Summerglen, Leah Suter, Tom Raisy, Robin Fear. That's going on over the next 8 or 10 weeks. So it is out. It's on the Facebook. Yeah, it's out. Yep.
That is a sweet list of people, brother.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I love it. It's awesome. So much fun. So what's the name of our song and what key are we in?
Key Largo. It's gonna be Key of A.
Did you set the song up or did I miss it?
What?
Did you set the song up?
Oh no, I told the whole story before.
Oh, okay.
This one was inspired by a very dear person in my life.
Okay.
Thank you. No, I was visiting my grandmother of all people in Pennsylvania, and Grandma Chris was kind enough to say some words, and I went for a drive and came back with this, and I thought, Lenore Troya was kind and played some piano on it, and it was just one of those songs. I don't play it a whole lot, but it's a really nice tune. I hope you all have had a nice night. Thanks for doing this with us. Huh?
Your grandfather inspired you also.
No, I never met him. I've never met him. He was gone early. Oh, the other grandfather. Yes, by scaring me. But, learn that song, kid. I'll live forever. It did. It worked great. Thank you. I would I was super lucky. Grandparents, man. Cindy and Billy will find out soon enough.
We hope so.
Yeah, man. That would be awesome. All right. How much further How much further will you roam? I could build you a castle made out of love and polished stones. Oh, you know it's so damn true. We all reap what we sow. So just be careful in your glass house with all the hurtful words that you might throw. Spend your whole life you're learning to live. You're learning to live with each other. 'Cause in a moment in time we all realize that we walk alone. So at the end of the road, yet I hope that you find some love. Dirty boots I've been wearing, are you waiting for me to take them off? The heavy load I've been carrying, oh, now will I ever get out of bear that loss? And I'll spend my whole life learning to live with each other. In a moment in time we all realize that we go alone. So at the end of it all, yet I hope that I find some love. Oh, and at the end of it all, yet I hope that I find some love. You're learning to live with each other. When in a moment in time we all realize that we die alone. Oh, so at the end of it all, yet I hope that you find some love. Oh, and at the end of it all, yet I hope that you find some love. Yes, and at the end of it all, yes, I hope that you've all had some love. And at the end of it all, yet I hope that you find some love. But how much further launch for where you roam. I could build you a castle made out of love and polished stones. I could build you a castle made out of love and polished stones. I could build you a castle made out of love and polished stones. I could build you a castle made out of love and polished stones.
The Barstool Sailor, Micah Gardner, right here. Let's hear it for him.
Cheers.
All right, guys, that's the end of the show. See you all next week on Tuesday with Adrian. Love you. Bless you all.